Oh dear, dear, dear. Hello there, YouTubers. What a week I've had. Indeed. Now, I've done an interesting thing which I've never done before on YouTube. I've edited myself out. I actually uploaded a video last week featuring my old pal, Professor Vivian Alice. And I took it down.
Quite extraordinary.
I put it up last Friday night, nearly a week ago, and I worried about it all weekend. And then I took it down again. And it wasn't bad or offensive or anything. It just wasn't right. And I actually showed my wife and she said, no, that's no good, don't put that one up. First time. I've never ever made a YouTube thing and taken it off. Is that true? Yeah, I think it's pretty close to the truth. Certainly the first time for a long time. Certainly the first one I've done which just is a character, you know, because basically I had a big rant about banking.
They've stood on their ludicrous glass tower blocks in the City of London and on Wall Street, and they've jerked off.
Because it's kind of in the news at the moment, isn't it? And it felt wrong. It felt like, it's an actor's thing, darling. It felt like the actor was leaking through the character. And I'd already covered that anyway with Professor Vivian Alice. So I'm working on a new Professor Vivian Alice thing.
Professor Vivian Alice, Professor Emeritus of Oral Studies at Oxford University. Do pop round for a one-on-one tutorial.
And then the other thing that I just wanted to say, I've become an obsessive Twitterer. Twitter is this, if those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it. Yeah, now I've got Twitter on my iPhone. That's a little program called Twitterific. And that is it. So all it is that. So if you don't, I'll explain to those of you who don't know. You can write 140. Oh, someone's twittered me. Did you hear that little sweetie birdie thing? So many messages. So you can only write 140 characters in your message, and then people follow you, and you follow people, and you see interesting things. All these different people, and then you ask things, and they answer. So anyway, so yesterday, I was on the train going to London, going to do loads of radio interviews about my book. Yes, about my book, which is out. There it is, sold out. How I Survived a Year of Not Shopping. I did 23 interviews around the country yesterday, but from one studio in London. Not at Broadcasting House like I thought I was, it was at TV Centre. I went to the wrong place. Lesson, Bob, read your emails. And while I was going down to London on the train, I used the toiletry facilities, as one does, perfectly reasonably. Everybody uses them, there's nothing unusual. But then I timed it slightly badly so that it came into Reading train station while I was in the toilet, which is fine, that's what happens. But then it was delayed. The train was delayed in Reading train station for about 20 minutes. And I hadn't flushed. And there's a big sign that says, please do not flush the toiletry facilities whilst the train is in the station. So I didn't. So I was quite bored sitting in the toilet. So I twittered the fact that I'd done that. How stupid is that? Social media. It's just, you know, I shouldn't be allowed near it. So anyway, that got a lot of comments, including the fact that I was a Twitter shitter, which I thought was very amusing. I've had a few of them. But then to compound all that, it's just been a week of poo. We live in a fairly remote rural area, and we're not connected to mains sewerage. Where we have a thing called a septic tank in the garden, and which is amazing, and it just absorbs all the nutritious waste from the family and everything. You know, the washing machines, the toilets, the showers, the sinks, it all goes into the big septic tank, and it all goes, and it doesn't smell. Truthfully, it does not smell. You can put your head inside the septic tank and it smells like dampish soil. It's somewhere between dampish soil and slightly old drain smell, but not like, it doesn't smell like poo at all. There's a sort of dampish, soily smell, but then it has a big crust. It develops this huge crust of something on top, and then they sucked it all. Anyway, the big poo sucker thing came because it was blocked up. It was blocked up, and it wasn't blocked up because of human waste. It was blocked up because of cooking oil. And we don't pour cooking oil down the sink, but you know, if you wash up a frying pan, or you've done something in a wok, or you know, all that stuff goes down the sink. We're talking 11 years since we last drained it out. and it gradually builds up. Cooking oil builds up. I cover this in How Do They Do It? How do they keep the drains running in London? And that's their biggest problem, is cooking oil, because it goes hard, strangely. It's not oily and goes all slithery and oily. It goes into lumps of white fat on the sides of the pipes, and our pipes are only small. It's a normal house, and they'd all got blocked up and it had all gone. So now it all goes. It's all lovely.
A beautiful English country garden.
The other day, all the toilets in our house were, you don't want to know the details, but the septic tank truck has come. First time for nearly 11 years we've had to have it. We've got a very efficient septic tank, but it has finally given up the ghost. We're having it emptied today. I can't tell you how thrilling this is. So I'm very happy about that. So that's all. That's my update. Poo, 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 poo. YouTubers, if you have been, thank you for watching.